Happy July, everybody. I hope you had a great 4th. I want to take a minute to give you a market update on June, but I also want to go ahead and tell you, where have we been the past 6 months? Everybody, of course, has heard that all across the country, the market is so hot. So I want to give you some actual numbers so you can put that in context. So first, let's start with June here in the Middle Tennessee area. June, we had our absolute highest closed sales for the entire year. And actually, we even beat last year. July was a high water mark for 2020, and we beat that number. So we're up 11% in June and totally cruising. The biggest story here we have is a consistent lack of inventory. Most of the greater Nashville area has less than a month's supply. So what we see is we always look at those pendings, because those are the deals that are under contract, but they have not, we don't know, they might be closing next month. They may be new construction and not closing for 3 more or 4 more. But we always pay particular attention because the pending indicates how next month's gonna look. Right now, the pending is actually at the lowest number it has been for the entire year. So that's not necessarily good news. It shows, of course, that this inventory constriction that we're having. And as a result, we do have fewer pending sales. It's also, I work with some buyers. I work on both sides of the equation. And I will definitely say that a lot of buyers have fatigue. They have been looking since spring and they want to go on vacation. They just want to mentally check out for a couple of weeks and then they'll come back into the market. Or some people, unfortunately, especially first-time home buyers, have some degree been priced out. And so they may not be able to come back in. They may be renting unless they decide to change their location requirements, move further out. So let's talk now about days on market, because we all know that things are going in hours. Most things are going showing 4 days because people are listing on a Thursday and still saying offers are due by Sunday night and making a decision Monday. So that's why we're not seeing things go in 0 1. It's a couple days, but only purely because they are trying to get multiple offers. So the average, though, for the greater Nashville area is actually 27 days on market, which again is very fast and is definitely lower than last year, where most of the time it was 32, 30. It did get down to 27 and 26 just about 2 months last year. So let's also talk about the fact that we had the highest closings ever, even edging out April by 500 deals. And April this spring was the rabidness was happening. So we have beat the April numbers for this year by over 500 deals. But again, we have this inventory crunch where we have for the first time, lower inventory than the number of closings. So fewer homes for people to go shopping for, which is kind of disconcerting. That's why I keep telling you, if you have a house that you know you need to sell and you want to sell, it is not your dream home. This is your moment. This is your moment. So now let's look at the 6-month mark in total. If you bought a house in January of this year, you on average were spending, again, this is not in the Metro Davidson area, it's more, again, the 7-county average, about $345,000 was the average price for a home. It is now the same kind of size home, $415,000, a 20% increase, $70,000 of lost buying power. If you had buying a condo, condos were about $248 in January, and now they are $293, up 18%. Now condos don't normally have the same kind of appreciation as single family homes. So this is big news for condo owners too. So I want to encourage you, if you've been kind of may not get as much out of it because I have a condo, this is your moment. Prices up 18%. That's $45,000 more than somebody who paid in January. So again, if you have a property to sell, I want to encourage you to call me. Let's figure out the best way for you to take advantage of this moment. We are starting to see and predict that we are going to see July numbers be down from last year because we found that buyer fatigue is starting to happen. People were overwhelmed by the bidding wars and escalation clauses, and they didn't want to waive things that some sellers just were like, well, if you want to get my house, you got to waive appraisals and inspections and all that. And some people are not comfortable doing that. We totally understand. So if you are one of those buyers, this is your moment to jump back in the market, because you actually are going to have less competition. Some of the buyers have just said, I'm taking a break for summer. I'm going to wait and see if it calms down. I've already written 10 offers and didn't get anything accepted, or I was under contract and had the inspection and was like, whoa, not for me. So I want to encourage you, if you are a buyer and have been sitting on the sidelines, I don't want you to see that you're going to pay another $30,000 if you wait until fall. Let's get it now while prices are appreciating at the same level that an appraiser says is a good deal still. So call me if you have a property that you want to list, that you want to buy, or you want to invest in. I want to help you.